Welcome back, everyone. It's Caleb, and we are back with Red Racing Industries. Now, today we are hitting episode 65 of racing every single track and every single car. It's out of Gran Turismo 7. Now, the last episode, 64, we did pretty good. Go check it out. Let me know what you think. But we've recently discovered that we have so many more different track layouts to explore because, of course, Gran Turismo is updating things, and we've got, after this one, 61 more variations of tracks that we can race. I need to tighten this. Race our Civic Type R in. Before I continue this episode, I'm going to go ahead and tighten this chair because I am rocking back and forth. Well, I got it a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and tighten it. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, here we go. We're going to dive into episode 65 of every single track and every single car. It's out of Gran Turismo 7. Now I'm going to be dead honest with you. This is the second take for this because I couldn't remember exactly where we were with what track. But we're going to be going to Autodrome, Lago, Maggiore, and then it's going to be West. And then we got West Reverse after that to end off this track. Here we go. Come on, get us in here. Let's get into it. Whew. Every time they want to nudge me, I'm holding my line here, buddy. I will say now, in iRacing, you don't have this little HUD over here to the right that I've got to be able to tell where cars are, but in iRacing, it'll tell you, which is nice, so you don't have to look. You just have to listen to the words. A little something to get used to, but it's helpful. Very helpful. And drop. There we go. Nice and smooth around that corner. We are flowing. Stay on the track there. Nice and easy. Oh, too much on the inside. Had to break it there. Into the corner. We're trying to get that P1 again. We're still increasing that gap every time there's a straight. Every straight. Fit right in. 3 wide. Come on. Oh, that was too hard on the steering. Now that we're P5, we still not dropped those seconds enough. Oh, to P1. Now we're P4. We got some catching up to. 5-second gap. I mean, I'm pushing it. We're going. Hopefully I can close this gap right here. Nope. Just opening that gap, basically. Little shrink, but not much. Nice flow. We cut it down 1.5 seconds. Oh, there we go, sideways. Okay. We cut the gap to P1 by 3 seconds. We still got an entire lap and 20 seconds to go, so that's good. Right behind the Aston. Into the corner. I can see P1. Come on. Currently sitting P3. and pushing. Pushing hard. There we go. F50. We're going past the F50. Come on, Bermejo. Yep, F50. Right on your tail, buddy. As you make that gap again. Let's go. P1. Sitting pretty in P1. Nope, he's trying. Oh, he got more speed on this straight here. And into the corner. Here we go. See, that's exactly where I can catch him up every single time. As long as I get enough time in the corners, I'm good for most of the straights. I done hit him there. Good, not drifting this time. Easy enough on the brake. Oh, there we go again, losing traction. Ain't got no traction. Oh, there's a song or something like that. As long as we can keep our position. We only got a second gap on them. Come on, we're so close. Let's go. Don't let them get that gap close. P1 once again. That's what I'm talking about. Now, these are still technically a bit easier, but still important that we've not raced these track variations in this car and we're hitting P1. That only shows more improvement that can be made. Anyway, I do want to say thank y'all again for watching. I do hope you appreciated it. And Porsche 944, let's get its Gran Turismo. Let's go. Anyway, I'll see y'all on the next episode.